He called me in 2013 and said, they wanted to drop you, but I put my foot down and said, he was the player of the series in the last series. We need to continue with him. If you want, play 2 off spinners. And that was my first game of having played with Harbhajan Singh in this wonderful ground. I played head-on with him in a test match, knowing what it stood for me. And several years later, he recalls every one of those moments. I'm just astonished at the kind of memory he still holds with himself. I would again be failing in my duties if I didn't refer to Anil Bhai at all in this conversation. Several moments we've had when he was the coach of the team. Anil Bhai is one of those interestingly wonderful souls that I've met. He's so insightful, knows the game inside out, completely honest, but yet would never hurt anyone in a conversation. That's one lesson I learned from him, because I'm honest to a point where I can hurt people. And since I met Anil Kumble and worked with Rahul Dravid and worked with Rohit Sharma and several other people, I've understood when you make conversations that you don't necessarily hurt people and you can get on the other side. Life truly is a very enjoyable journey when you come across such wonderful people and learn from them. I'd also like to thank one wonderful person that was my first ever first class team captain, Subramaniam Badrinath, sitting in the front row here. 3 days before I mentioned to my wife, Balabhai messaged me and congratulated me, Badri did not do it. I'm so sad. Usually he's the first one to do it, but he is present here. That tells me I'm so glad, Badri, that you could make it here. I'm so glad. Balabhai was the first one who told me, Ashwin, you know there have been several good cricketers and I think you're as good as Kapil Dev. This was the year 2006. And he told me the day you pick up a 5-wicket haul and make 100 in a first-class game is the day I would truly think you're on the way to playing for India. The game was against Railways here at Chepauk, and I picked up 5 in the game and got 100. And Balabhai said, "You're not looking back from here onwards." Some wonderful people in this audience. If I've forgotten somebody, please forgive me. Vidyut is sitting here. R. Srinivasan is sitting here. Played a lot of cricket with me. Bosky has turned up. I saw him there. Hari, Aparjit, Indrajit, all of them. And Ashwin Krishna is here. I think the hallmark of a player coming from a certain state is seeing the cricketers that he's played with and see them turn up for an event like this. Abhinav Mukund is hosting the event that I am being felicitated at. I think that's a great gesture in itself. Abhi, thank you for doing this. Dinesh Karthik's voice. I'm slowly turning this into an vote of thanks. DVR sir is here. Thank you, DVR sir. Paji, thank you for all your efforts through here. Okay, small story before I wind up. A very funny one. I want to finish it on a funny note. A lot of people spoke about how I tormented left-handers day in and day out. My first tryst with this great batsman that Tamil Nadu produced, Mr. Sridharan Sharath, is sitting in the front row. I picked up the ball. I was playing for spick. Somebody told me, if you're that good an off-spinner, try and get this guy out. Sharath didn't quite rate me that day. I did get him out at ICL Guru Nanak. He got caught at slip. And I played several more games against Sharath. It's very fair to note he only got beaten, never got out to me again. That's the quality of the batsman that he possessed. That's the kind of batsman he was. And I bowled to Sharath a lot. And hence, I became a far better bowler to left-handers. A lot of coaches are here, my childhood coaches, several other coaches who passed through my TNCA journey, and managers, rightfully so, Mr. Velu, Mr. Hari, Dr. Baba. He's not been a manager only for the TNC teams. He was a manager in 2014 and 15 season when India was playing in Australia. I went through some tough times again, like Srinivasan sir had pointed out. He was a pillar of support, and I also always cherish it. He's always stood by for the game. His wonderful son, and his sons are wonderful cricketers too. I really wish to see Inder go through the journey again this year.
Thank you so much, Ash, for your wonderful words.